His ended good. I refuse to be sad about it. You should too.
I'm going to end it if it doesn't end.
Well, Yellowstone's officially ending, and without its lead star, Kevin Costner.
So it's war.
You know, Taylor has actually told me that he knows how Yellowstone ends. Do you know?
No, I don't know how it ends.
Would you want to know?
Yeah, kind of.
Now fans wait to learn how the patriarch gets written off the series following Costner's exit amid a rumored feud with creator Taylor Sheridan.
I don't think there's going to be any peaceful ending.
ET's breaking down what to know about Yellowstone's final ride.
You want more, and the season just stops. What can you at least give us a taste of?
I can tell you there'll be a 6, and there'll be a 7. That's all I can tell you.
That's Cole Hauser before the Yellowstone universe imploded.
What do you think is their relationship?
It seems to be respectful but tense.
In May, we learned Costner left the series amid tension with Sheridan behind the scenes, saying goodbye unceremoniously after 4.5 seasons.
It's all for nothing.
My sources give 2 points of view about Costner leaving. One point of view is that Costner was kept waiting for scripts and got frustrated that showrunner Taylor Sheridan kept being so focused on his other shows. Another point of view is that Costner got this 4-movie deal to make his longtime passion project and just sort of increasingly blew off the show.
Who pulled the trigger?
One of the great things about the show is that it is sort of like the Wild West. It's the Wild West on camera and it's the Wild West off camera.
The show's cameras are picking back up in the spring, filming part 2 of its 5th and final season.
We're not always privy to where the story's going, quite honestly.
The long-awaited new episodes premiere in November, nearly 2 years after this cliffhanger.
I'm aware, Beth.
He will use everything that he knows to destroy you. He has made it clear.
Yes, I believe he has.
And I'm excited about your next Horizon project, directing,
Thank you.
producing, and starring in it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a bunch.
Yeah, Kev also has 2 films in 2024 with back-to-back release dates. The first one hitting theaters in June, followed by the second 2 months later.
You can't reason with evil, son. Evil wants what it wants and won't stop until it's won or you kill it.
When will you know it's time?
Unfortunately, the story needs to end a little before everybody wants it to. That's how it's worth watching again, and that's how it's worthy of remembering.
Over the summer, Sheridan opened up to The Hollywood Reporter, telling the mag that despite their rumored feud, he promises to end John Dutton's story with respect.
All Taylor Sheridan will say is that the character's exit won't be some cheap, tacky, just kill them in a car accident move, which has been done to spitefully kill off troublesome actors on other TV shows over the years. That whatever it is, it will be something that works right for the character and the story.
Meanwhile, Paramount has announced Taylor is creating 2 new spin-off shows, 1944 and 2024.
I mean, it's a culmination of what we've done and what we're still doing.
As for those Matthew McConaughey casting rumors, there's no official confirmation whether Sheridan has courted another Oscar winner.
Normally a spin-off involves characters from the previous show, but Sheridan hints that that might not be the case and that the new show could be a different show in a different location.
Back in the flagship's cliffhanger, Part 2 needs to tie up some loose ends, including Jamie's threat to ruin the family's empire.
Wow, I guess I always hope Jamie can turn things around.
Ask your husband where the train station is and how many times he's been there.
What would you want to see happen with Jamie? Could you see him falling in good graces with John again?
Probably the show would end. You know, there'd be nothing to play against.
You should think twice about canceling the airport funding.
I've thought plenty about it.
I mean, he is a killer. He does have this in him. I think he's more dangerous than he may appear to be, only because he's so broken.
And Lovebirds Rip and Beth, they face a long-distance relationship, with Rip helping expand business outside the sprawling Montana ranch.
And I just love how he loves her. Well, we swore to spend our lives together.
They're challenged in so many different ways, but they have each other, and what happens is when they're together, they open up, so you get to see, you know, the armor come off.
We keep our word in this valley.
But here's a question. Will Cole Hauser's storyline remain intact after Sheridan's court filing?
From what I've gathered, no one says no to Taylor Sheridan.
Well, I don't take it very well.
Yep, in a new lawsuit, Sheridan's Bosque Ranch accuses Cole's Free Reign Coffee Company of trademark infringement, unfair competition, and false advertising.
They want Cole Hauser's company to stop using the mark, to destroy any marketing or advertising materials that have the mark, and to pay them any profits that they make.
The suit claims that Kohl's logo is, quote, confusingly similar to the registered trademark for Taylor's coffee brand.
Let's go to work.
I think you may have a good case. The logo's unique. It's very similar. They're using it for the exact same product, coffee. So by filing a lawsuit now, Taylor Sheridan's company can kind of stop future damages that could be pretty big.
You build something worth having, someone's going to try and take it.
The struggle for the Duttons has always been holding on to the land.
Of course, there's also the fate of the Yellowstone Ranch itself, not to mention Costner's on-screen romance with Piper Perabo.
Try to resist the temptation to jump my bones and we'll be all right.
I'll see if I can control myself.
I know Taylor Sheridan was writing before the strike was happening, and one of the fun things about working on a Sheridan show is that you really don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I have no idea what's happening next. The whole thing left off on this cliffhanger, so I'm waiting myself.
And Sheridan, he's got his work cut out for him, with 1923 being renewed for a second season.
Bullies whining about the consequences of the rules they broke.
It's difficult to put your mind into the mindset of people who were living on the edge, you know, physically and psychologically, the way these people were.
As for its iconic lead stars, Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford are expected to saddle up for the second chapter.
The rarest thing in our business is honesty and storytelling, and I don't know that I'm a good storyteller, but I'm an honest storyteller. And this is one of the truly great artists of our generation. They're going to respond to it too, because it's so rare that they get to be honest. So all I try to create is something honest for them to say and feel.
In fact, Taylor's reputation for garnering A-list talent started with Costner in 2018, when the actor chose to topline the modern-day Western.
Leverage is known if someone had all the money in the world. This is what they'd buy.
Some people seem to thrive on drama. I don't really like it. So my dysfunctional family really disturbs me.
And years before they were at odds, Costner told E.T. it was Sheridan's words that inspired him to sign on.
I was just really taken with it. And then he managed to get these multiple storylines going. And it was a big world that he created. It's what I'm attracted to. And when it was right in front of me, it was really, hard to look the other way.
You ever see dogs this big?
I mean, one of the interesting things about the Yellowstone world is that it is so totally inside Taylor's mind. I don't think you could ask an actor involved in this show if they know what's going to happen in the second half of the season.
While the ensemble waits for Sheridan to spill deets, Luke Grimes told us why he's actually pretty zen about Yellowstone's final chapter.
I know he knows how this whole thing ends because he told me that, but I have no idea what that is, and I actually like it that way. It's a good way to approach everything. It feels like you're kind of living this second life, life's that way.